Hi, welcome to my channel. I've lost 180 pounds with keto, carnivore, and counting calories. Don't forget to check the description to this video. I have links to some of my popular videos, a link to my Amazon account for a lot of things that you all ask about. Don't forget I have a bunch of playlists on the homepage of this channel. Thank you. Y'all have seen me make my lunch hundreds of times, and since I just got home from the doctor appointment, I'm just going to talk about that. You all can see what I'm doing and come to your own conclusions, and you see it every single day. So Mom and we drove to St. Louis. The doctor is about a little over an hour and a half away. And while we were there, I went because I'm having trouble with my vision. And the doctor said that he thinks it's the nodules that's on my eyes. I've shown you all. Well, I know you can't see them. Maybe I'll see if I can find a picture of what they look like online. Pause. Here's an example. This is my sister, the eye that has not had the surgery. Now compare it to this one that has had the surgery. You could tell a little bit of a difference. Okay, if I found a picture, you will have seen it just then. And if I don't find a picture, then I don't know what to tell you. Anyway, but so we saw the doctor today, or I say we. I always say we. I always say we because it's usually me and you all, but today it was me and Mom. So went to the doctor, and he wants to do surgery on my eyes. They're going to go in, so here's your eyeball right here, and I have these raised peaks. We'll say it's like that. And what it's doing, it is drawing, it's pulling the cornea. And so like my pupil may be up here and the peak is right here. But what it's not, this is not in the line of vision, but it's pulling the cornea. So it's not perfectly smooth. And so he said it's distorting my vision. So he wants to go in and surgically shave those off. Well, ironically, my sister from Pennsylvania was literally having that surgery this morning. She's had hers removed twice. And whenever I said that to him, actually my mom did, and he said that statistics would show that a doctor should have had to do them twice. He said, but he has never had that happen as of yet. He said it doesn't mean that it won't with me. But he said typically people who get these are people who have been wearing contacts for a long, long time. And because he asked me, how long have you worn your hard contacts? And I said, I have not worn contacts in probably 25, 30 years. He said, really? I said, yeah. So that threw him off. And then whenever we talked about my sister, and he said, well, so it sounds like yours is from a different etiology, a different reason. And so he said, I can't guarantee yours won't come back. He said, you might be my first. So anyway, so that's what he wants to do. He's talking about sometime in October. I will have to take off for he only does surgery on Thursdays. So I will have to take off like a Thursday and a Friday. And then I can't drive until after I go see the doctor for the follow-up. Well, that doctor's in St. Louis, and he's going to see if my local doctor, even though my doctor is not an ophthalmologist, he's going to see if my doctor would be willing to see me afterwards so that I don't have to drive to St. Louis. Which, knowing my eye doctor, I think he'll be thrilled to see him. He really likes talking to me about my eyes. He's really, really a cool guy. But anyway, so I have to have surgery. And he said, which eye bothers me the most? And I said, neither of them bother me. They've been stable for years. I said, but as far as vision goes, my left is my worst vision, and we're having trouble getting that corrected enough. And so he said, okay, well, we'll do the left one first. So they took me back to the lady who was going to, she was going to schedule the appointment. And I said, ma'am, I need to be in front of my work computer so that I can see what I have scheduled. And she said, okay. She said, well, I'll call you tomorrow. I said, that's perfect. So today's Tuesday, so she's going to call me Wednesday and just kind of touch base with me. I'll have a chance to look at my work schedule. I'll have a chance to talk with my co-director, Suzanne. I actually called her on my drive home just to kind of, usually the middle of the week is better for me with work things. But it's funny, I forget now I've got a partner, so it really is a little different. But anyway, so probably, first she was saying September, and I'm like, maybe not quite that soon. That's what I'm thinking in my head. I didn't say it out loud. You'd be proud. But anyway, so yeah. So it looks like sometime in October, I will be having eye surgery. And during those 10 days, even during the first week or two, I cannot guarantee that I'm going to be able to keep up with the comments. Like today, I was I was there, and I have not even been able to check my comments today. So I'm sure they're kind of building up, and I hate when that happens. So I need you all to know that when that happens, I'm really, really sorry. Sometimes I might be like 2 days late or something if I got something going on. And that's not the way I want it to be. Let me grab an apple. Hang on. So I don't want you all to be like, she's got 6,000 followers. She don't care about us no more. Yes, I do. I do. So I just can't, life happens, but I just want you all to know that when life happens, I don't like it. And it, I want to be with you guys. But anyway, so yeah, so that's going to be sometime in October. So that, it's a thing. So they're going to go ahead and scrape off those nodules, and hopefully that will be enough and it will fix my vision. I was kind of surprised he went with that straight first. Like my other sister, she had to have surgery to correct her vision. Like she had to have, what do you call them things? Like lenses put in, like from a cataract surgery. Y'all, I just realized I didn't put dressing on my salad. That's why I can't talk about other things. But anyway, so my other sister, she ended up having, it's a cataract procedure, but instead of cataracts, they added in some, they put in new lenses for her to see with. But so on the drive home, my sister who had the surgery today, like I said, it's really, really ironic because here he is talking about this surgery. And like I said, my sister literally is having this exact same surgery in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania this morning. So, okay, wait. So that's my salad. Oh yeah, I'm gonna take some of this butter tomorrow. I want to take a little bit of butter. I'm gonna have to figure out how I'm gonna store it. But I was like, you know what? I'm gonna put just a little bit of pat of butter in this, and that will be yum, yum, yum. And then I'm gonna have to figure out, like I said, how I'm gonna store it, because you got to put it in something. And so, although I know, hang on, let me think a minute here. Yeah, how's that gonna? Nope, too tall. What about you? Nope, too tall. Ah, that's better. Well, I need to cut off a little piece for my, there we go. I'm doing it. I want to know. Let's see what this tastes like. Yep. Tastes like butter. So, I'm going to leave this butter. I know lots of people leave their butter out on the counter. I'm not sure I will, because I don't use it very often. This one right here, I'm going to pop in the freezer. Because I don't use butter very often. Again, I'm not afraid of fat. I don't think fat is a bad thing. it brings on calories. Like that I put in there was probably 100 calories. But we're doing it. So, anyway, so yeah, so that's how the day went. Saw the doctor. He wants to do surgery on my eyeballs. And first he was saying 2 weeks apart. Well, I can't do it 2 weeks apart. That means I'll be taking off work a whole month. So, I'll figure it all out tomorrow when I get to work and look more at my work calendar. Oh, come on, fella. Well, that ain't working out so well. Hang on, let me get a bigger Ziploc. Okay. So, yeah. So, but it's funny because Mom and I were sitting there after he walked out and we were both like, okay. That's not how I thought this was going to go. And she was like, me either. And so we were both kind of just in shock from just walking in. And I mean, very, very sweet, very calm, soft-spoken eye doctor. But he was just kind of like, we were both like, did that just happen? Did he just walk in and say, I need eye surgery? And so we were both kind of really just shocked about the whole thing. And, but, it is, and that's what it is. So that's what I need. So that's what I'm going to have. Man, that's pretty frozen. Let me see what I can add to this. Let me put this butter in the fridge, this butter in the freezer. Let me put some of this stuff up. Hold on. So we've got this ground beef here, and we're going to make us a burger while at work tomorrow. So I need a little container to take some stuff in. I'm going to grab some onions. Hang on. So anyway, yeah, so your girl's going to have surgery. And Mom and I are kind of working out the logistics of it because the dogs will have to stay at daycare for a couple days. And I'll have to stay with my mom, for a couple days. And then at that stage, we got to figure out, because since I can't drive for a week, I won't be able to go to work. So like getting it all timed and everything, it's going to be a little bit wonky, but it'll work because you know what? God says it'll work one way or the other, and that's what I got to just depend on. I got to say, well, the big guy knows a heck of a lot more than I do, so I'll just go along with what God says, and if God says I need it, then I need it. Let's put a little bit of white pepper on here for tomorrow. I'm going to put a couple different kinds of salt on there. I'm going to put in some garlic salt. So think of this as a hamburger, okay? Whenever you make a hamburger, if you season up your meat before you make your burger, that's seasoning salt, and this one is onion salt. So, we got that. I'll put my lid on it. And what I'll do tomorrow is, when I microwave it, I'll add these onions. And this is one of those garlic herb cheeses. So that'll be good on it. I've got an apple already. Now I just want to take some ketchup. And we're going to do 32 grams of the G Hughes ketchup. But yeah, so we'll see. We will see. It's happening, and that's all I can say about it. It's happening, and it's happening. So yeah, so that's what's what. That's what the doctor said, and yeah. So now you're in the same loop as me. Well, not at all what I thought was going to be the loop, but that's the loop. That's the loop we're in, and that's the loop we got. So, there we go. Let me wipe this off. I got a little splashy. Believe it or not, I would not lick that clean, even if I was off camera. I'm actually going to put a little more ketchup in that. Okay. And a little more relish. This is the sweet home style relish. There we go. All right. Have a knife down here. Nah, I'll just get a different knife. I'm gonna stir it all up. And then tomorrow I will microwave my hamburger with the onions and the cheese in it. And then afterwards I'll put this in it, and it'll be like, well, it'll be a burger in a bowl and a salad. And it'll be just like I'm out somewhere, like a barbecue. So, there we go. I'll put this in the refrigerator. That's that. You're in the loop. That's what's going on. I'll let you know when I know the date. Because like I said, I'm not going to be able to answer comments for 3, 4, who knows how long before I can open both eyes and read. But I'll tell y'all. I'll keep you in the loop. Okay, bye. There's my breakfast. I'm just going to show you this view because it's quick and easy. And I'm not going to take a bite because it's still hot. So that's my breakfast. And it's got, you can see that I put some onions in with it. So I did it in a minute and a half with the onions and eggs. And then I started up and added the ground pork and the cheese and the butter. And there we go. All right, I'm going to eat this. I'll see you at lunchtime. Okay, it's lunchtime. I got my onion burger bowl. Take a taste of that. Actually, onion cheeseburger bowl. And my salad. It's actually working out well. But something I noticed in the foods that I have left, I have a lot of meals that are, whenever I made them up, that have like the meat and vegetable in it. So I'm still going to have to bring something. I know I can't bring a big old honkin' salad, but just a meat and vegetables, I don't know if that's going to stick, but I will give it a chance. I have 2 days left, so Thursday and Friday. And so I might still bring a little something else along with what I have. We'll see. We'll see. Anyway, this is the end of my pre-made salads, and it's worked really well. So I will definitely utilize this again in the future. So thank you for the pre-made Pam salad. All right. And I had some, I forgot my spoon, for those who are watching. I forgot my spoon, but thankfully, because of you all, I had 4 that I brought already. So I was able to use 4 of those. So, or 1 of the 4. So I'll have to remember to bring an extra one to replace this one. But I got some time, because I usually bring one. So, okay, bye. Hey, so we're going to cook this corn that I bought this weekend, or yesterday, I guess. Days run together. So my mom used to do it in the microwave, and I called her to double check. She says I cook it in the microwave for 4 minutes. So I'm going to put it in. And mine is a smaller microwave, so hopefully it'll work. But we'll do it for 4 minutes, and then I'll get back to you. Okay. So then, take a knife. I'm looking for my janky knife. By the way, I'm meal prepping some coffee back here. Because I only have enough for Thursday, so I need some for Friday. So I got those going. In the meantime, alright. So now you cut off at the fatter end, just a couple rows. And let's see how she's looking. And then you kind of work it out. Work it out. And work it out. You work it out. Come on, fella. Come out of the shock, fella. Just gonna roll it out instead of squeezing it out. There's a little bitty fella. Ooh, I feel the heat coming off. All right, Oh, I think you're supposed to squeeze it, and that's supposed to help it be silk free. Let's just see. Not totally silk free, but mostly silk free. Let's see. Well, you gotta move, puppy dog. I can't help it. Well, sure enough, that looks pretty good. Now listen, if you're not at this stage yet, I apologize. I wasn't at this stage 6 months ago. I just wanted to try it because I haven't had corn in probably about 5 or 6 years. So if that triggers you, I'm very sorry. And if you've had corn, you know you can't have corn without butter. So I'm just going to take this little, thing out. This is that butter that I got, that Amish butter. And I'm just going to run it along this ear of corn. I just bought 1 ear of corn. I don't want to do anything that will jeopardize my, my triggers or my health, so to speak. I don't want to do anything that, could negatively impact me. But, yeah, so there we go. And we'll set that right down on there. I'm going to put this in the microwave because what we're also having is, remember whenever I made the pork chops and veggies in the cast iron skillets? That's one of those cast iron skillets. So I'm going to microwave that and I'll be back. So it's been 2 minutes. Let me ask you something. Do other people eat out of like Tupperware containers, or do most of y'all? Okay, let me rephrase that. Those of you who are single, because I'm sure married couples, you all probably put it out on a plate because, you don't want your spouse to think you're being lazy. I don't care. But if you're maybe single, or maybe if you are married and you eat, do other people eat out of like their plastic containers like that and walk into the living room or walk off to the table and have like 3-4 plastic containers? Do other people do that? Don't lecture me about plastic. I don't care. I'm saying, or even if you use a glass container, if you use glass, do other people eat out of, the container, straight out of the container? Or do y'all just eat out of the, or do y'all just put it on a plate? I'm curious what other people do. Because I ain't fancy. But I just wonder if other people are fancy. So yeah, my pork and veggies. And this ear of corn. Close your eyes if this will trigger you. I have it all over my glasses. And some fruit. And that's going to be my supper. So, alright. I'm going to go edit this video. Right now it says 24.5 minutes. Hopefully I can shorten it down. We'll see how much paying attention editing Terry does. Okay, bye.